know coming up in May is the pandemic treaty.
Yes.
The WHO pandemic treaty. We've covered it extensively here. And but as people begin to do a deep dive in the actual data that's there, Natural News is reporting that WHO pandemic treaty actually normalizes bioweapon development, and WAN experiment incentivizes nations to share data on gain-of-function research. So it is not just a power grab that overrides your constitutional rights in your country, if you have them in your country that you're watching this, but it is also empowers them to have the bioweapon manufacturing and disguise it as a WAN. Let's read this here. In an effort to normalize bioweapon development and predatory WAN experiments, and if you're new here and you don't know what the WAN is, the WAN is what we adopted early on when you used to couldn't say it. Now you can say it, but you know what I'm just going to go ahead and keep calling it the WAN because it's coming back to where you can't say it.
It was that medical intervention that started happening in the first of the year 2021.
Nice words, the medical intervention.
Yes.
I like that.
And I've never seen a medical intervention be incentivized like this one was. You could get free French fries. Right?
We missed our French fries.
If you were lucky enough, you might get money.
Yeah.
Tickets to a ball game. I mean,
it was amazing.
There were all kind of things going on.
Forget the fact that it was experimental and never really tried and tested, but you can get French fries.
Pizza.
In an effort to normalize bioweapon development and predatory WAN experiment, the World Health Organization is pushing every nation to sign the so-called pandemic treaty that would require each nation to participate in this development, gain-of-function data sharing, and DNA surveillance. It would continue to disguise bioweapon and WAN profiteering as, I think I can say this word now, pandemics that require fearful obedience.
Oh, you better check that. That one might still be on the list.
I think it might be on the list. I think I might have just got in trouble. But, hey, I've been in trouble a few times before.
You have definitely been in trouble a few times.
But, Sandy, this WHO treaty, and then you got Tedros coming out just saying, oh, it's conspiracy theory people trying to tell you that we're going to take away your rights. It's all fake news. I couldn't believe he used Trump's words. Tedros said it. He goes, that's fake news. If you want to know what fake news is, it's fake news to say that this pandemic treaty is going to take away your rights. Well, we read it.
Yeah.
We read it on the air. It literally says override individual states' ability to come against the mandates that come down from Geneva.
What date in May did you say that was? We know it's
I think it's May 24.
So I'm just here thinking we're right at 3 months.
Yeah. Yep. Here we are. Right at 3 months. And by the way, not one country has pushed back yet.
No, they wouldn't dare probably.
Not one. It's going to be unanimously approved. So here's one of the reasons why we call this also the global power shift. Are you aware of the fact that half of the world,
this is crazy,
over 50 countries, by the way, first time in the history of tracking global elections this has ever happened.
Did you speak about this recently?
I did.
Because I had to do a double take, and I'm like,
but I haven't really.
Wait a minute.
I didn't go this deep on it. Half of the world is going to vote in 2024, which will, of course, have global ramifications.
Sure.
2024 will pose a major test of democratic rule of an estimated 4 billion people. Think about it. Isn't there there's 8 billion people in the world?
Supposedly 8 billion people on the planet.
Billion. So 4 billion people in more than 50 nations, almost half the world's population, are set to vote in national elections, with the outcomes likely to shape global politics for years and even decades to come.
You know what my question is? How many candidates for those offices do you think Klaus Schwab is going to try to provide from his young global leaders class?
Ding, 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 ding. Bangladesh began 24 with the first major election of the year, and their president won a fourth consecutive term. It goes on to say that a critical presidential election is due to take place in the self-governing island of Taiwan, which has already happened, and the pro-Chinese person lost. The pro-Taiwan person won. China's threat to retake the island by force looms over the vote. So Taiwan had their election. And in February this month, Indonesia is set to choose the new president to rule the nation of 277 million people, which, by the way, is the largest per capita Muslim nation in the world. Pakistan will hold its elections in February as well. Prime Minister Imran Khan is remaining in jail on charges of leaking state secrets. Russians will vote in an election in March. So, Putin, I'm shocked, is not going to have any opponents. What? No one's running against Putin? I don't understand.
It's pretty bad for your health.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You might experience a health crisis.
So, of course, in America, we have
death.
a huge presidential election. Probably the most important one, I think, of our lifetime because of the ramifications of the global and the economy here in our nation and the global image of this nation and the global potential of World War III that seems to be looming. I'm just telling you, this is the year, y'all. This is the year that everything changes. And there are certain things that will never go back with what's going to happen in this year. You better know who you are in God. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this clip from The Big Picture. If you'd like to watch the full show, click here. If you'd like to watch more content just like this, breaking news and more, click here. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel by clicking here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting that like button. And we'll see you next time on The Big Picture.